Well, hello everyone. This is Rosie Acevedo, Sales Director with Mary Kay. And today's class, I'm gonna walk you through what I do in a virtual skincare class, okay? And so what I do is I set up on my desk. And then I am ready. So this is my office, okay? And I'll kind of see if I could show you my camera, right? And so let's see what I can do here. So this is my tray. I have my bottle, my little water thing. I have my section 2 here. And I usually put my travel roll-up bag right here so I can get products in and out and show how I get the products, okay? And so when I start, I come on the Zoom, all right? Now, I do have 2 double screens, and I do have a virtual party that I can share screen with. If you're good and you're techie, you can share screen. If you're not good, you're not techie, you do not have to share screen, you all. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of show you both. It took practice. It did take practice to be able to do that. So for example, I'm gonna share screen just so you could see, okay? If I go ahead and I share my screen with you all, this is what I have behind the scenes, and it's a Google document. And so I can go here and press slideshow, and this is what you all see, right? If I X out of it, so like if I press it, it's gonna automatically go to the next one just by clicking on it. If I escape, I go back here. So I have everything here for the class when I do a slideshow. And so I've gotten good at it. I've practiced it. So like if you didn't have it, you didn't have it. You could even like just show papers. So I would normally start here and say, welcome to the Mary Kay class. And I would start the class the way that I normally do. I say, welcome to the Mary Kay class. I'm so excited to have you here. And I put them, you're in for a treat. We are doing a virtual skincare party. And then I kind of already know the slides. So I know like when to just double click, go to the next one, get off so I can be back on camera, okay? If let's say that you're not good with that, okay, let me give you one thing you can do. You all have a virtual flip chart. So technically, okay, if you wanted to, you could do this. I'm going to grab it to the paper so that you could see this. And you could hold this and you could say, I just want to welcome you to the best party ever. Do you see that? So like it's either way. You can do something like this, and you can go do the classes, and you can either do it virtual or you could do it in person. So once I welcome everybody, depending on the group, I will say, okay, so-and-so, you're our hostess. Introduce me to your guest, right? Or I can just say, if there are people that I invited, hey, I'm so happy that you all make it. Let's go around and introduce yourselves. Or, I'll say, so-and-so, say your name. What do you do? A fun fact, just like I was at a party. And so they do that, right? And we kind of go around, they all do that. They all introduce themselves. And then I'll say, okay, let's get ready for the fun. Okay, now I'll let them know this is what to expect. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mary Kay. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, so I'm not a stranger to you. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit, share with you a little bit about the products, and how this could be great for you as a someone that will fall in love with your Mary Kay. Okay, and so I then go and I continue, and the next step is your talking about Mary Kay. Similar introduction that you do at a party. Now, this is the one that I have virtual, which I'll show you. Okay. I am just trying to, hold on. And this is the one that I have if it's Mary Kay, which is the one here. You see with her picture. So this is the picture of Mary Kay Ash. I say, and you know what? We've been around for 60 years. And I kind of do, that little introduction. And then I let them know that we have an amazing company, and that today we also have a Mary Kay Foundation, and everything that we've donated. And so I've kind of just talked a little bit about Mary Kay, the company, and Mary Kay, the foundation. And so I let them know, when you are here and you're supporting a Mary Kay product, you're supporting more than just Mary Kay, the company and the foundation. You're also sharing and really, really blessing my life as a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So let me tell you a little bit about me, okay? Now, I do have another slide with my family's pictures, and I let them know my story. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a second. Now, I don't have a picture. I have a picture. Well, it's in the other bag. But if you don't have one, you know, you can very, very, very well, okay, grab a picture and put a picture of your family on here if you need to, right? Like just let's just attach a picture. And so this is the point where I tell them my story. And if not, you take a picture. Let's say you had a picture of your family and you could just put the picture up. This is my family, right? So don't think again, you have to do it with a slideshow. You could just do it with the props that you have. And this is where I share why I love what I do with Mary Kay. And so I share with them that I'm a mama of four, that I was an attorney, like my whole thing, right? That Mary Kay came into my life at a time where I felt like I needed more. I didn't want to lose my out on raising my children, right? All of that. And so then I go ahead and I share my story with them. And then I get into the products. So same way that you are talking at a class, right? And so I tell them, you know, let's talk about skincare. Now, I will show you, I don't talk about, this is always at a party. So I do mention the satin hand set. Okay, I do, although we don't go to the bathroom and we're not going to do any of that. So I just have a little video. And if you don't have a video, it's okay. You're just going to pull up the product and you're going to talk about satin hands. Okay. Now, why do I do like the video if you are techie is because in 30 seconds, it explains satin hands and I don't have to do it. If not, I would be taking out the product and I'll say, listen, we're not going to get to try this today, but I basically sell them on it. I sell them that we don't have samples for this, but you want to come to a party and if we can meet in person because you'll get to try this. And I talk about the satin hands and lips. Okay. So really important to be able to share a little bit about, you know, the satin hands and lips, especially if they're local to you. So I know that sometimes we'll have people that come onto this platform, let's say, because of the time constraints. But then when they fall in love with it or they love something you said, you can invite them and you can continue, you know, sharing with them and talking to them about the products. Okay. So
I hated the way my makeup looked until I
let
tried.
me get out of that because that was just going to play the video for satin hands. Okay. All right. Now let me show you something really quickly. And I had to Google this and somebody helped me, but when you do this right here, and you do Google Slides and you put a picture, you can embed a video. So you can go, insert, and you can insert a video and you can find the YouTube link, okay? And you can insert it there so that, let's say that I play this, it automatically, once I go.
Every day, my hands make.
Sorry, I'm gonna show you. If I do this,
Every day, my hands make life happen. And every day, my hands deserve to escape. To seal in precious moisture. Polish away dry skin. And wrap skin in instant hydration.
so that video, the whole video is about 37 seconds, okay? So what I want you to see is I play that, then I just hold the bottle and I don't really gotta talk about it because Mary Kay talked about it for me, okay?
Every day,
So, oops, it's going again. All right. So then I go into the skincare and I tell them the first thing that we are going to do, okay? And I have the next slideshow. Again, put this on a piece of paper, you all, okay? If you don't have it, I talk to them about the eye mites and I show them this, which is so disgusting. Okay, now I know that our flip chart doesn't have the eye mites on there, okay? But I will tell you this, okay? And maybe I will do this now that I'm teaching it to you. On this one here, you could put a picture of the eye mite if you want and an eye makeup remover, right? Or there are extra ones on the back, or get a Spanish one and just add one and put the picture if you feel that it's necessary. And so I will then do it with them whenever I do a virtual class. Now I have people coming over at 7 o'clock. So I was like, I didn't want to take all my makeup off. I had it very light, but I will talk about the eye makeup remover, the micellar water. I literally get my cotton rounds, I press it, I take it off just like I would do at a class, and I'm doing it here on the screen. Now, really important if you're doing it that you're going like this. So you see I have the products here. If I'm, okay, let's say I'm doing eye makeup remover. Are you seeing anything that I'm doing? No. If I do it here where the camera is and I do this and I say, hey, you're gonna shake the bottle, pulling it to the camera, press it on here. You see how you're all seeing that now?
Yeah.
And then I go like this and I'm like wiping it and I'm showing it to the camera. you guys, this takes practice. So I don't want you to be like discouraged or feel like, I don't know if I can do this. And because it takes practice. So now I know how to go like this, go like this. I show to them. You see how easy my mascara comes off? Okay, well, let me do micellar water. I do the same thing. Here's micellar water. And then I'm like, and notice that I'm sitting back here, but I'm literally going here and I'm taking everything off and I'm showing it to them. Okay, so this is our dynamic duos. Okay, are we ready? Now we're going to do skincare. Now, if they have the products, you do want to have the little packet out. I don't have it here, but you would want the Miracle Set packet and say, here's the packet, right? This is what it looks like. I want you to tear that first one that says cleanser off. Okay, following me, open it up, whatever. And then I am actually doing it. Now, going back, there's two ways. I do have our Miracle Set 3D, same thing. The video is embedded. Oh, this is the old video. I got to put the new one on here. So you could show the video, right? Or you're going to go back on here, right? You flip the page and I'm going to talk about it. And this, I could even do this and say, this is easy to use, scientifically proven, effective. You're going to see results in just 2 weeks. And it has the 3D complex. Well, guess what I was doing, you all? I was reading right from the back. I was reading right from the back of this, right? And if you, just in case you forget, when you look at the back, you're always going to see the picture that is on this side of it. So I know. Now, if I want to remember what's next, then I just flip again. I said, so here we are. We're going to start with our cleanser, okay? And I grab the cleanser. Literally, I'll have my things out. I'll grab the cleanser. Again, this is what it looks like. I know you have it. I'm going to put a little bit on my hands. I go like this, forehead, nose, chin, and cheeks, and I'm literally washing. And when I'm done washing, I will grab my little facial cloth and I tell them, okay, I have my water right here. So, and I'm literally wiping it off because remember, I have my bowl right here and they're seeing me wipe it off. Okay. Talk about the cleanser. Now, after I talk about the cleanser, I go on to the next one. And the only other slide that I have on this, my Google slide for that is the one that just talks about the Miracle Set. Okay. Other than that, I would just start, I use this. I talk about the cleanser. Then I tell them about the, well, that was the cleanser. Oops, that was the cleanser. Then I talk about the moisturizer and you can keep flipping or I don't. So what I do is once I have this one that talks about the hold on, that talks about this Miracle Set and I show a video, I then do it. So I tell them, here's my cleanser. This is what we're going to do. Okay, here's my eye cream. I'm going to put it on. Do you know what finger? We're going to tap it on here. Okay, great. Here's your moisturizer. Okay. And then I do the day cream. Okay. If it's nighttime, I would do the same thing. And I just talk about them a few minutes. I don't necessarily feel like I have to show the slide each time. But I will talk about them and then I'll do like day, night. And so every time I do that, I do a couple things. So let me show you. When I get it, I show the bottle, always put it towards the camera. And then I go like this. You all saw that, didn't you? And then I like put it on. So they are literally, and I'm explaining it. And I'm like, this feels so good. Because remember, they're not feeling it. I'm like, I love it because it feels so good. I know I'm getting my vitamins, right? These are my encapsulated NutriBeads in there. And so like, I'm talking about it, like, and as I'm doing it, like I let them know about the product. Now, if you feel like you want to share each one, that's fine. But if not, you have it here. So I tell them, you know, this has chamomile in there and the NutriBeads are the resveratrol and all the vitamins. And so I'm like, oh, it feels so soft. And, you know, you're QVC style, right? Like you're selling them on it. And I am talking about the Miracle Set. So once I'm done, I let them know, okay, if there's guests, I tell them how their face feels. If there are no guests or they're not talking or they're off, then I don't say anything else, right? Like I kind of walk them through it. But I am doing the whole thing from cleanser, moisturizer, everything. When I am done with that, okay, I do talk about other skincare lines. So I do have a slide that I share with them that lets them know that there are many other other skincares, and I will literally gently discuss them. Like, hey, we have a botanical, right? For, young girls, with dragon fruit and aloe. We have the pink, the repair, which is the pink Cadillac of all skincares. It is the, for advanced anti-aging, and it is a phenomenal product for targeted solutions, right? Like you want to, along with this right here, which is our customer favorite, which is our microdermabrasion. We have Clear Proof, which is for acne, and we have Natural, which is eco certified. And I talk a little bit about them so that they know that there are other lines. So I let them know, if this wasn't the line and there's a line that you thought would be good for you, come back. We can chat about it, okay? And in the actual flip chart, you have the same thing, you all. So literally, you have this one, and it talks about it, and you can go to each one. You could talk about the repair, you could talk about the Clear Proof, you could talk about all of these, right? So I briefly talk about them because I just want them to know that there's plenty other products that they could choose from. Now, if you are doing microderm and you're going to do, or the charcoal mask, like I do have a charcoal mask slide. And so again, with Google Slides, depending on the slide, oops, I was supposed to show you something. I just want you to see this. Depending on the slide, so let's say that I want to use it, all I got to do is grab it and drag it up and put it where I want to. So if I add other things, I can, okay? If I am doing charcoal mask with microderm, I've done it a couple ways. I sometimes will do the charcoal right here, very, very light. So it'll dry, and then I put the microderm on here. And while the microderm is there, I put the charcoal. I then do more of my iStory, like a little bit of marketing in there, right? Because it's allowing it to dry. So I'll share pictures, I'll talk about like the products, and then let my face dry a little bit. And once it's gray enough, I've done okay, you see how it's looking a little bit, almost gray, like you see that? That's because it's drying. And I'll get right into the camera. No, it doesn't hurt to do that, okay? I'll finish with my CC cream, my mascara, and my lip gloss. Okay, so I always finish with CC mascara and lip gloss. If I do a whole makeup, I won't go into all of that with skincare if I'm doing a full color class, but this is the skincare, right? So I do that because I want them to see it, okay? And then I let them know, here, this is the slide that I had for CC cream, okay? Right? And then at the end, I remind them that we have a whole color class that we could do, both in person or online. And if they want me to send them color cards, I can. Okay, so as of now, I've kind of walked them through the skincare. Okay, and then I do have the most popular sets. So when we're done with it, I do share with them the most popular sets. And I'm going to open that up. Okay, so I do the same thing like I would at a party. There you go. And I go through all of it. I go through all the sets with them. Okay. Once I go through all the sets with them, I show them the actual bag. So I will take out my bag. Hold on, can I close my zippers? I'll say, hey, you might have heard me zipping throughout the day, and this is our travel bag. And I do the whole travel roll-up bag close. I take it out. I share with them. I close it up. I say, out of sight, out of mind. So this is yours. And then I share with them the sets. This is the bag you get. So let me share you back those sets, right? And again, if you don't have it, you can show it in a piece of paper and pick up your paper in your hands, right? So I share with them the sets just like that. Okay. Lastly is that once I am done with the most popular sets, okay, I let them know that I have a couple more minutes and that I want to share with them a little bit about the business. Now, I do have this video, okay, again, if you're that I have, which has this 2-minute video, which I already had it see opened right here, which is Mary Kay's about writing your own success story. And it's a 2-minute video that they watch, okay? And then when I'm done, I'll share the marketing. Like I go into a little bit details. I do it there. Obviously this month is $10. I was going to change that. If they want to see the cars, you know, I can do that, but I just share the marketing. When I'm done, I do let them know that I will send them that that there'll be, oh, and I have a cute ending. I'll show you the rest of my slides here. So I have that, I have the cars, and then I let them know about the Q&A, the coupons. When I'm done, I tell them how much I appreciate them. So you all, it's the same thing that I do at a class. Same thing I do as a class. So if the digital part like just stumps you, you can print that all out, right? You can create your own little folder. You can use your flip chart, right? Because the flip chart has, you know, things in there, but I kind of go through the class as I'm doing it, but I don't skip a step. And then I let them know that I'll be calling them, you know, that the sales, that those sales, I'll send it to them as well in a text message. They're available for 24 hours if they choose to purchase anything from there, and that I'll be sending them the link so that they can fill out the Google survey, because when you know, I shared the business opportunity, they have 30 days, sorry, they will be in the cash drawing that we do every 30 days at the last Monday of the month. Okay, and that we give away $500 if the pot is split. So I literally do a skincare class from beginning to end. From beginning to end. I don't know. So I'll leave it if there's any questions. I don't know if we have guests coming later, but until they do, if somebody comes, we'll stop the recording. But does anybody have a question?
No, I like the way you simplified it. And that was really helpful, definitely. And I
Okay.
do have that PowerPoint, so now I have some ideas of how to use it more effectively.
Yep, good,
Cool.
good.
I liked it. Super cute. How long do you keep your parties at usually? Like,
How long are they?
like your virtual. Yeah.
I mean, I can do it fast in 30 minutes. But if I
Okay.
have like a big group of people, or I'm doing a grand opening, or I tell them it's an hour.
Okay.
Because I'd rather finish earlier, because then I share my story. I do real full marketing. I do it all. Yeah. And then if I'm done earlier, I get to stay with people and I could take people to a breakout room and close it. Or if somebody has questions on the marketing, they get to stay on and ask questions. Yeah. I get to have more calm. People show up a few minutes late. So I tell people really an hour, unless I'm doing what I call a 30-minute, like today was a 30-minute beauty break. And I announced it as that, come in and go. But if I'm doing it for like the masses, or there's a big group, I do say it's an hour. An hour skincare class. Yeah. And then you close sales and you can get recruits and people in an hour. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's the same thing that you're going to do really in person. It's the same skills. You're just going to tone it down. You're not going to talk as much. Yeah. Good question.
Awesome.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So I'm going to stop the recording then, but I hope this was helpful for you to see that you could do a virtual party. Now, let me tell you one other thing then that came to mind. If I'm doing it on a Zoom, I can share screen. That's easy. If you're doing it on a FaceTime, on a one-on-one, you're going to use just the flip chart. Obviously, you can't share screen on a one-on-one, but that's what you would do. If you're going on Facebook Live, you would do the same thing. You would just pop it up, do the same thing, right? You can do that on Facebook Live for just one product. Hey, I'm going to come on live because I'm taking off my eye makeup and I just got to show you how much I love my eye makeup. Hey, but the key is that you are looking at the camera. That you're looking at the camera, because right now, like if I'm like this, I'm not looking at the camera, right? I'm like looking here. But when I do this and I'm telling you, look at this, you all, right? I'm looking right at you. So I'm looking at the camera. So it
I've
takes
sold a lot of eye makeup removers doing that on live. Just that. I've had people reach out to me for that. And I sold one repair doing the repair kit on live.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do the repair online too, on live. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me stop this, but thank you for listening in and have a wonderful Pink on Purpose day.
Thank you.